Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at why the female loneliness epidemic is exploding. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Two couples outside a car, slow dancing, they drive by and I'm like, what? Stop! No! Could have been me. No, that could have been me. But oh my God.
That's a whole lot of emotional damage over a dancing couple.
I'm feeling this soul-crushing loneliness, but it's frustrating because I want to socialize and I want to make friends, but I just feel so exhausted even at the thought of it. My social battery just runs out so quickly. I just feel like I'm gonna be alone forever.
If she really wants to find her person, she's not gonna do it making sad videos on the internet.
I've just checked into my first hostel in Australia. I've never travelled before, and it's New Year's Eve and I'm all by myself. There's no one in my apartment hostel bit and I've got top bunk. Like, genuinely, it's New Year's Eve. I'm actually thinking about getting in that shower and putting my pyjamas on and getting in bed. I've got problems.
I guess travel TikTok sold her a slightly different experience.
Where are you from?
Singapore.
You look like from India.
I'm Sri Lankan, but I live in Singapore. Yeah.
Are you from alone?
Yeah, I'm alone.
I hope you don't have any problem with your boyfriend.
No, I haven't had a boyfriend in a very long time.
Because normally when some people
Really?
when I ask them, they come alone and they always talk about the story about problem.
No, I had no problems.
That waiter's seen this movie enough times to know exactly how it goes.
I've just spent like half an hour crying in the hostel bathroom because it's the only place where there's no one else. I just feel so alone. I kind of just want to go home, but there's nothing waiting for me at home. If I go home, nothing's going to get any better. So I just feel like I'm just stuck with myself and I don't know what to do.
Sounds like a pretty expensive way to find out her location wasn't the issue. If a man posted the exact same thing, he'd be cancelled and fired. This woman is a creep.
Part of solo travel that isn't romanticized is feeling lonely. I'm currently on my third day of traveling around Europe solo and I feel lonely, which is weird and not what I expected because at home I do so many things alone. I'm a super independent person and I honestly like to do things alone. But this is different. This is like being single on a Sunday night, kind of lonely. And while I'm having a great time exploring on my own time, seeing what I want to see, I also kind of wish I was experiencing it with someone. And can any of my fellow solo travelers relate to this?
She called herself super independent, but it looks like Europe called her bluff.
Don't get me wrong, I love solo travel, I love going on road trips by myself, and I'm proud of myself for going out and doing things on my own, but sometimes I can't help but think about how nice it must be to have somebody in your life that wants to go and do those things with you, and just think about planning those trips together, or doing something spontaneous and saying, let's make this detour, and having them be excited about it, and how nice it must be to have somebody to take pictures of you and with you, and to just be totally on the same page and enjoy each other's company. But it's just really easy on social media to see cute couples that are going on these adventures together and not getting jealous and not thinking like, man, I wish I had that. And yeah, I just want to admit that, like, sometimes, yeah, I totally wish I had that.
Funny how one happy couple is all it takes to bring that strong, independent energy crashing down.
Daily reminder that if you don't have anyone to hang out with on the weekends, you're not alone. It's Saturday night and I'm just parked outside a Hobby Lobby. You're not alone. I feel this every weekend. Even with like 500 hobbies, I still feel like a little alone. I just want people to, I don't know, come over and hang out, or maybe we go to dinner. It sucks.
I mean, you could have 1,000 hobbies, but it's nothing if you have nobody to share them with.
Does being an attractive woman make dating more difficult
Absolutely.
or easy for you?
It makes it harder, and especially when you're career driven, it makes it like 10 times harder.
When you say 10 times harder as a career-driven woman, what do you mean?
I think that men are scared of women in power, so then when it comes down to dating them, they feel like inferior to them instead of like a partner, where it should be like a partnership.
How have some of the men that you've dated before shown you that they're inferior to you?
To be honest with you, I've actually haven't been dating, so I've been single for a really long time.
How long are we talking?
I was married for almost 10 years and then we separated, so I've been single now for 5 years. Even now, like, it's really hard to find somebody who's like, hey, I only have like 15 hours out of the week to date with you. Like, is that okay? And a lot of people just don't want that. Or you run into the problem of like, men don't want to actually have like conversations, and it just comes into they want to just have and it kind of just like makes it hard.
Come on, men aren't intimidated by women like these, they're just uninterested.
Even in high school, you guys, I didn't have anybody who had a crush on me. Or at least if they did, they never made me aware of it. I don't know. I don't get approached in public. People call me pretty, sure. But nobody's ever flirting with me in public, asking me for my number, nothing. It's been like this since the beginning. And I'm just like, what the heck? I think I'm so cute and colorful and fun and a good time to be around, and I give off that energy in public too. I'm so nice and friendly. What the heck? I'm just like sad for me because I deserve to be pursued. I deserve that, and I haven't gotten that, and I deserve to be pursued. Hey universe, guess what I deserve? To be pursued. So someone pursue me, okay?
I deserve to be pursued? Please, why do they always expect effort without giving anything back?
I need you to remember, I'm not still single because nobody wants me. No. Don't get it twisted. I'm still single because nobody I want wants me.
That makes more sense. She's clearly shopping way out of her league.
Loneliness is so painful, and only truly lonely people understand how painful it is, especially when you've done everything you need to do for the day. You've, went to the gym, did chores, did your work, did your homework, whatever, did tasks, and then you just sit alone in silence. And you look at your phone and no one texted you. And you want to go text someone or call someone because you just want to talk about your day, or you want to talk about how you feel, and there's no one. There's no one. And the people that you think of maybe reaching out to, you're just like, what's the point? Because you're just so tired of being left in the darkness. And obviously, everyone has their own life and their own struggles, but what sucks the most is when the people you wish cared enough to, reach out don't.
Women will really say things like this with 8 guys in the friend zone and some of them ready to put a ring on her finger.
I've just been alone for so long that I just kind of accepted that that's the way it would always be.
I'll be 36 in less than 2 weeks. I've been single my entire life. Probably will be forever.
Well, she will be with all that attitude.
I actually just don't want to. I don't want to go out to eat by myself. I don't want to go on the solo trip by myself. I don't want to have to be lugging all my materials for my business by myself and putting my booth together by myself and taking it down by myself. I actually don't want to do that. Don't get me wrong. Let me preface this by saying I love being alone. I love my alone time. I crave alone time. I need it in my life. But we're getting to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting over it now. I actually just don't really want to be alone. It would be nice to have a team. It would be nice to have a partner. It would be nice to have people around me who are just lifting me up and supporting me, and it's not just me holding it together all the time.
That I love being alone disclaimer at the beginning got folded like a lawn chair.
Is it just me, or do many people feel this overwhelming sense of loneliness in their soul, a deep sadness that no one will ever understand?
She needs a therapist or a boyfriend, because I can guarantee TikTok is not helping.
You better pay attention to me tonight. I'm so sick of this.
Oh my god.
Touch a buy a drink. I mean, it's very simple.
I'm afraid that's a simple way to get canceled and go to jail.
Social media is so fake. Because I could post this picture right now and people would be like, oh my gosh, she's at the beach having a sandwich, life must be good. Little do they know, I came here so I wouldn't
myself. I am severely depressed right now.
That must be one of the happiest cries for help I've ever heard.
Are you lonely?
Yes, very much so.
What's your self-talk in your lonely moments, or
It's just a lot of shame and sadness and hurt. Like it feels like nobody wants me, nobody cares for me, because I'm lonely from the place of where's my person? I want my person for me. And it's like, here I am, 37, I don't have that person. What am I doing? I have this house and it's just me and Boomy, and I love Boomy to death, but it's just me and her.
Being 37 and still looking is rough, especially if you want kids in your future.
The reason a lot of people feel sad when they're single is because they're not getting that human connection. That's what I did. I went to like an isolation mode where I was like, I'm gonna achieve all the goals I want because then I'll be happy if I achieve this and this. So I was achieving all these goals by being isolated and going into grind time and like being alone. But then I realized I was like achieving goals and I'm like, why am I sad? And I was like, because I had no one to share them with. I had no friends. I had no guy. I was just like isolating. And that makes you really want a boyfriend because you're like, I need someone to talk to.
She wanted employment, but it sounds like all she found was emptiness on the other side.
I'm in a suite at Fenway Park with a bunch of Boston creators, and I'm gonna ask them how we get more men to buy tickets for Stoop events.
No longer.
Maybe if you let the boys kiss each other, they might come.
They're protecting their peace. They don't want to get involved. They're like, I'm just gonna be a free man.
I feel like guys want to give off this aura of like nonchalant, and if you ask them, they'll be like, I don't want to set the bar too high right off the rip, and so they'll go into it like it's not a big deal, but deep down inside, it's a big deal.
My theory is that guys feel less pressure than women do in the dating world, and so while our women are actively out there trying to find someone, guys kind of like, oh, it'll happen when it happens.
I think that they need to see someone who they admire going.
You can get the men to buy tickets by saying that you don't have to commit to anything meaningful.
I mean, in today's economy, you gotta get your money up.
Maybe stop workshopping the marketing and start fixing the product instead. Dating's a terrible deal for men nowadays.
Oh God, guys, it's happened. I feel a little bit lonely. Like I really couldn't bother to get out of my hotel room this evening to go have dinner by myself once again for the 10th day in a row. I just miss a giggle, to be honest. I just missed a giggle. I haven't had like just pure social interaction, to be honest. I've only been saying hi and bye to people who serve me food. Anyways, I'm going for sushi now, so hopefully that'll make me feel better.
Sounds like her solo traveling experience is a little too heavy on the solo part.
Hi, I'm Chelsea. I live alone in Austin, Texas. I'm 26 years old and I feel lonely a lot. My entire 20s, I've had this lingering loneliness sort of feeling where you just feel like down, you feel lonely, confused, depressed, all those upset emotions. And it's hard to really sit and deal with it and understand it. And a lot of it just comes from like ignorance and not being able to predict the future. But no matter the location, this feeling is still put. And I'm here to just say that like this is something I experience probably weekly, this loneliness feeling, and so confused with my life. I don't even know what's happening or what I'm thinking half the time. But one thing that does help me are healthy habits or just small productive things throughout the day to keep me going. Activity is key for me. If I stay in one place, nope, no good for me. So I'm just gonna start documenting what it's like to live alone and experience loneliness and healthy practices that I do in my 20s to make my life better and make my mental health better.
Document her loneliness? How about getting out there and finding a man instead?
So many of my girlfriends who are such catches, total package, it seems like there is a shortage of amazing men to match. What is going on?
Women are doing great. We are graduating college, we are like getting great salaries, and the men aren't catching up.
Do you think dating apps are playing a role in this?
Dating apps have changed the way we meet people, which is great, but it's also changed the way we think of people. So the endless options options cause us to assemble partners like Build-A-Bear.
Right.
And we're like, I want this height, this age. I think it's caused us to treat people like objects versus humans. And what you're finding now, I find this a lot more with women than men. There is this extreme of over-icking.
Yes,
Where
I
it's
wanted
like,
to talk to you about that.
Oh my gosh, you wore sandals on the date. Forget it. People go on one side of an extreme. So one side is like no standards at all. And the other side is being so protective and over-icking and dismissing people before they have a chance. But doing that makes it impossible for a connection and love to grow.
I'm sorry, but the problem isn't a shortage of men, it's an excess of delusion. I'm starting to think complaining about loneliness is part of the solo traveling experience.
My biggest wake-up calls, and this might sound a little bit of a weird one now for people, but was a friend of mine. She was in a very happy relationship and I was so unhappy in my life. I remember wishing that her and her partner would break up because I was so filled with jealousy and just sadness and just could not control my emotions at all. And like, this girl was one of my best friends. And like, to even admit that, like, you know, that I wanted my friend to break up with her partner, I remember just thinking like, so like, you can't be wishing stuff like that in your friends. Like, how can you have that much, you know, hatred for your friend that you don't want them to be happy? But that was on me. Like, I was so jealous. I was so unhappy. I was filled with so much negative emotions and was just not unhappy with my own life that I was wishing negative things in other people.
This is the equality that modern women keep preaching about. If they're miserable, everyone else has to be as well.
Men over 50 are almost twice as likely as women to marry like out of the West. So these guys are literally, they've exhausted their options in the West or in their town or in their city or even in their country, and they're expanding their dating map. So what's actually even more interesting is that guys are actually they're starting younger doing this too. So like guys who are in their 20s and 30s are like, I'm not even going to start like dating in my community. I'm going to look abroad first, which is kind of insane to me. Like, you got to test the waters first before you even go out there.
I don't think we do if the water looks like a poisonous swamp.
Yeah, I'm going insane. I totally forgot. He was like, yeah, like I just like mentioned you to my coworkers like the other day, blah, 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 whatever. I don't remember the details of it. He's got to be dead. His plane crashed.
Hey guys, it's Maddie. So actually, Mia died.
I cannot believe I looked up like plane crashes. Like fully, okay, maybe his phone fell in the toilet. Maybe on his laptop. Can you DM on Instagram on a laptop? Oh my god. I got him a postcard from Boston that's never going to be mailed. Why hasn't he sent a messenger pigeon at this point? Like, I'm just like, I truly think that he's going to text me on Friday being like a million messages and being like, Maddie, I'm so sorry. Like, I understand if you hate me, like blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to give him an earful because I'm having like the worst week of my life. I want to text his friend so bad. Oh my god, so bad. I have their Instagrams.
She's considering every answer except the most obvious one. He's just not that into her.
Dude, being single is freaking sucky and it's freaking hard. Like, everybody's like, oh, but you're so young. And it's like, yeah, I know I have time, whatever. But it's like, dude, some days you just get sick of it. You're like, I have nobody to come home to. I have nobody to make plans with ever. I have nobody's freaking family to spend time with. Like, it's just freaking sucky. And you just feel so alone. And you're like, literally, where is this person that I'm supposed to spend, like, all of eternity with? Like, where are they? And it just gets hard. And you're like, are they even coming? Like, genuinely, I don't know. I don't know, and sometimes there's just no hope, and it's just so freaking hard to keep it together and act like I don't want that because I want it so bad. So yeah.
Of course she wants it. Everyone wants it, but it's a two-way relationship. You have to give them something that they want just as much as you want something from them. Truly work on yourself, try to improve, and then your time will come.
I just need a man in my life that just wants to be a man in my life. Just a man. Not my man. No benefits, no sugar, no nothing. You just want to be
a man in my life. For what? So I can call you when I need air in my tires, which I've been needing for weeks. So I can call you when I need my car cleaned. My door is creaking in my house, so I can call you. Can you fix that for me, please? Can you bring this heavy cat litter upstairs, please? A man I can depend on without you wanting to be my man. Because quite frankly, I'm good off of y'all. But men are great. Love men. It's a lot that a man can bring to a woman's life besides just providing. I don't even want no sugar, but if you want to give me sugar, baby, I'll take it. I'm literally just talking about a dependable man in my life that I can call when a girly is in need. Tires is just getting lower and lower and lower, and I'm over here like, so you want me to go to the gas station and get change and put it in the air thing and then squat down by my tire and put air in? I'm too bad for that. So if you want to be a man in my life, a dependable source of masculinity, please.
That's her best pitch. Do all the chores I don't want to do. This has to be rage bait.
It is so hard to meet a man that you really like, and I hear this from a lot of women too. Versus, for example, my brother. I feel like it's very easy for my brother to meet women that he likes, whether it's on the apps or just out at bars. My brother is in the top 5% of men. He's tall, he's attractive, he's athletic, he works in finance, he's funny, he's sweet, good family. Whereas for like a beautiful, well-rounded woman, it's just not that easy. Like there's not many great options of men. Just really seems like there's some disparity of like there being a lot of really great available women and there's just really not many great available men. I don't know particularly why, but I'm not interested in hearing men in the comments. I will say that right now because men love to like comment some weird every single time.
And by weird stuff, she means anything that isn't men are trash or all men are the same.
Where are we actually meeting men? Like, genuine question, where are you meeting them? Because I work from home, so there's absolutely no chance I'd meet someone at work. And the gym is just categorically off the tables because I've been there, I've done that before, I'm never doing it again. And if you ever catch me dating a man from the gym again, please just take my membership away because I should not be allowed anywhere near a gym in that case. Going to the shops, the state I go into the shops in, I don't even think they should allow me to enter the shops. So it's not like I'm gonna magically bump into a man on the street. So where exactly are we meeting men? I just want to meet him organically. You know, we bump into each other, we fall in love, and I fear that I might just be deluding myself into thinking this is gonna happen.
So what's the plan here? Just to stay at home and hope her man falls out of the sky right next to the patio furniture? She looks like she'd be exhausting to talk to. No thanks, I'd rather have my peace.
Today I'm feeling single girl sad. You know that feeling when you're still a hopeless romantic, you still believe it will happen, you're still putting yourself out there, but you're also just a bit drained of the process and you kind of wish it would happen already? Yeah, I'm having one of those days.
I mean, at least she's still got faith. What she doesn't have is time.
A lot of guys will not approach a very beautiful woman because they can't afford you. They can't impress you, and they feel like they're going to be a bumbling fool around you and get played. Okay, so that's why I say play dumb. The dumber you play, the more confident they'll be around you. Because they don't know if you're smart or not. They don't know if you have game or not. They don't know or anything. So if you see a man that you are interested in, walk by and do something stupid, embarrass yourself, break the ice, drops up, pretend you're about to slip and let them catch you. And embarrass yourself, take yourself down a notch in front of them because that's what they need. They want to be able to impress you. And if you look good and you're intimidating, you got to take yourself down a notch. You got to do something like if you're extra cute and men are intimidated by you, you have to have a goofy laugh out loud. You got to do something that will make them feel better about themselves first. Drop something like, oops, I'm so clumsy.
This is her best advice. Embrace your way into a relationship. What an absolute clown.
I haven't left my hostel today. I'm slightly hungover. All my friends now completely gone. Every single one, different country now. A bit of loneliness, hungover, being a bit fragile. Got up, had a shower, went to go out, was like, no. Went to the shop, turned around and came back to bed. It's literally like 3 p.m. I'm just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What? But it's just a sad day today. I'm just gonna, be nice with myself. I'm not really sure how to deal with a sad day. It's also annoying because waiting for your family to wake up Obviously they're 6 hours behind, so if you've had a bad morning, I have to wait ages for them to wake up.
This is a brutal ad for solo traveling. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be putting this in the brochure.
I'm home from work, and you know when you've just had one of those days and you just want to come home or pick up the phone and just rant, and I've got no one, and people that have people will never understand the complete and utter loneliness and isolation. You just want to be able to call someone or speak to someone or see someone, and for them to just listen and care. Just need someone to talk to. Someone to give us a hug.
She could always try reaching out to someone instead of just ranting on TikTok. Does she want to be approached or act like a goblin in public? Because she can't have both.
I went to a singles event, and when I got there, it was literally 90% women. And I was like, I'm gonna go now.
Were there no bears to choose from? They think they're craving culture, but they're actually just desperate for company. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.